questions? Who would like to start?
Beside the game, can you guys put in perspective just what this weekend meant, getting here and getting the 2 wins for you as players and for you, Wally, in the program?
It was a special way to end the year. I've told these guys all year, I've been here for every Division I Grand Canyon baseball game, and I knew that this was the best team that's ever suited up for the Lopes. What we did in conference play in the regular season, winning the league by 5 games, I just knew that in my heart that these guys deserved an opportunity to show how good they are, and then to come into what everyone said was the toughest regional and beat 2 really quality programs, make it to a regional championship for the first time in program history, and be one of the last 32 teams standing. It's the right way for these 2 guys sitting beside me and all of our guys to end the year, because I thought that's the type of team we were all year.
Yeah, it was just awesome, to think that our season was done and then to be able to come to a regional and kind of do what we do. I know we didn't end on, the best note, but I'm just so proud of my team and the way we fought all tournament. I just thought there was no quitting us, and yeah, man, I'm so proud of my team.
Yeah, I mean, I can't be more proud of the guys and, our coaching staff with how they've kind of handled everything this year. Obviously, it's not the way we wanted to go out, but, I mean, just to get the opportunity to come back here after getting a couple tastes of what a regional game is like earlier on in our careers, I think that was just a blessing itself, just to come here and get that opportunity and then to go on and win 2 games. That's pretty huge for our program, and then that just makes us feel a lot better, just, with how the season's going to end, Like I said, I mean, I can't be happier with the guys, and I can't be more proud of just how we handled everything this year.
Coach, how do you think just like these historic wins over the weekend, how do you think they'll help the team's morale going into next year?
Oh, I think it's, I said earlier, this is huge. It's just these guys have set a new standard for us. So we know what it feels like to be playing in a regional championship, and hopefully that's the standard that lives on at Grand Canyon in the future. So I told the guys who are seniors that won't be coming back that they set the standard, and I told the young guys that now it's their job to continue it and keep this going. So we don't want to be a team that, hey, you gets here once and then you never hear about Grand Canyon in a regional again. We want the standard to be that every year we're competing on Sunday to go to a super regional. And so I just think experiencing it, knowing what it feels like, seeing the teams that you have to compete against and what they look like, it's another step in the right direction for our program, which we have a goal of being a top 25 perennial team.
In the back.
Coach, you've now seen West Virginia 2 days in a row, first time that you guys have ever met. What makes this WVU team just so hard to go up against? What makes them a good baseball club?
Yeah, well, first of all, Coach Mazey, congratulations. He's had an outstanding career. I had to coach against him when I was a really young assistant, and he was at TCU, and he taught me some things. He kind of schooled me then, but I just have a ton of respect for him. They were really athletic, so that kind of what stood out to me about them. That middle infield was really athletic. They made some incredible plays, and then their pitchers had a great tournament. So those lefties were tough. The righty that came out of the bullpen, both those righties today were tough. So I think their pitching and their defense and their athleticism stood out to me as why that they were the tournament champion.
Coach, how did it feel to be last team in the state standing?
Last team in the, excuse me?
Last team in the state remaining.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that obviously, just to be one of the last 32 was something that was incredible. We would have loved to go on to a super regional, but to make it to a regional championship round was a special feeling. So I think that's who we were. I think that's who our program is a top 40 type of program, and to be one of the last 32 was incredible.
The way you guys jumped out in the first inning, you chased their starter without getting an out. I think your first 5 batters reached. Huge inning. I mean, the 3 runs could have been even bigger. I mean, what happened after their pitching, was it just totally different from what you saw with DWU as far as their pitching coming in and doing the job for them?
Well, these guys faced him, so I'll let them answer that. I do know that they, this was, maybe they saw that the earlier game was offensive, the park was playing offensive. From our scouting report, Major and Estridge were 2 of their better guys. So I think that they wanted them, in the middle and at the end, because thinking that maybe this was going to be a high-scoring game. Not positive what their strategy was, but it seemed like they knew what they were doing with, having those 2 arms kind of in the middle innings and at the end of the game.
Any more questions? All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.